The world is bathed in the gentle golden hue of dusk when Emily first steps across the threshold of the old Victorian house. In her arms, she clutches her most treasured possession, a porcelain doll, its painted smile frozen in time, its eyes like polished glass. The air inside is still, thick with the faint scent of lavender and old paper. Long, distorted shadows stretch from the heavy furniture, painting the worn floorboards in shades of gray. She surveys the room, her new bedroom. A large, ornate brass bed dominates one corner, its frame a tapestry of intricate, swirling designs. Heavy velvet curtains swallow the last rays of daylight. It feels like a space untouched by time, a room holding its breath. Carefully, Emily places the doll on the nightstand beside the bed, positioning it to face the darkening window, as if it too were watching the day's final retreat. For a moment, a sense of peace settles over her. But morning arrives with a subtle, unnerving shift. The doll is no longer facing the window. It now sits at the center of the nightstand, its glassy gaze fixed directly on her. Emily frowns, a prickle of unease on her skin. She must have bumped it, she tells herself. A trick of memory, perhaps. A slight tremor from the old floorboards during the night. She picks it up, its porcelain cool against her fingers, and places it firmly back in its original spot. The second morning erases all doubt. The doll is on the floor, at the foot of the bed. It sits upright, its head tilted slightly, its painted smile seeming wider, more knowing. A cold dread begins to seep into Emily's thoughts. Sleep is no longer a refuge. Every creak of the house becomes a footstep, every shadow a creeping form. She considers throwing the doll away, but she can't. It has been with her for as long as she can remember. By the third dawn, the cold porcelain figure is just inches from her pillow.
It lies on its side, one arm outstretched, its tiny ceramic fingers almost brushing her cheek. Emily freezes, her breath caught in her throat. She cannot scream. The fear is a physical thing, a hand clamped over her mouth. Her eyes lock with the doll's unblinking stare. In the dim light, she sees a flicker. Not a reflection, but a movement within the polished glass of its eyes. She sees a tiny, perfect image of her own room, with a small figure huddled in the bed. And she watches, paralyzed with a horror beyond understanding, as the doll's porcelain hand reaches out, not in the real room, but toward the girl trapped in the reflection. Emily tries to look away, to break the gaze, but she can't. Her body feels heavy, rigid, like porcelain. As a new day dawns, the doll sits peacefully on the edge of the bed, its delicate features now holding a new, familiar spark of life. And on the nightstand, a new figure sits perfectly still, a doll with eyes frozen in a silent, unending scream.